How do I get started on a low budget? And I'm going to assume, Brandy, that this was pertaining to starting a business. And there's all different kinds of businesses out there. And what I would do is, first off, you need tell people what it is that you want to do. Go on, if you have a personal Facebook page, do an offshoot of your personal Facebook page, and go and do like a business page to keep it separate, because we don't want to lose our friends. If you have, I don't know, if you have 1,000 friends, quote unquote friends, if you have 1,000 friends out there, we don't want to, if they're not into whatever business you're going to get into, and I don't know what it is, but what that would be the first thing I would do is I would then start talking to them about it and say, hey, check out, join my Facebook page, and then let them know what it is, Dave Stelma, whatever it is, running around in circles or whatever it is. Go over and like that, and we can have more of a discussion over there. You take the discussion. It's just like going to a party. You go into a party, and there's going to be some people you gel with and some people you don't. So what those people that you gel with, they're going to be off, and they're over here in their little corner. You're going to have a little conversation, side conversation. It's not going to be part of the whole group, right? But you're all still friends, and as you leave the party, it's going to be like, hey, had a nice time, wonderful time. Okay, see you later. So take it off to the side and start that little Facebook page over there, and then tell your friends about it, so then they can go over there. The ones that are into it are going to be into it. So whatever that business is, then start thinking about planning ahead that you're going to have a website about this, because Facebook is wonderful, and I love Facebook because it allows us to do this. If this would have been 20 years ago, I wouldn't be able to do this. I'd have to try to search up some TV station that would let me go crazy at 2 a.m. probably. But what you do next is you're going to think about starting a website. And then at the same time, you're going to start a mailing list, an email list, because eventually there's probably going to be some constraints or something and things of that sort. And I can tell you lots of stories about Facebook and YouTube right now happening. So there's things that you're probably, you want to keep them as far as a business, and you get those email lists. So you start collecting an email list, and a website is going to be a perfect way. You could do it prior to that, where you just send out, like you take on, I love MailChimp, because MailChimp is free to begin with. And then as you grow over, I think it's 2,000 people. Once your list gets over 2,000 people, then you can start paying them, or you can move it to a different one or something. But if you have 2,000 people that you're getting some kind of revenue from, you're going to be able to afford either to pay MailChimp or to pay Infusionsoft or one of those other mailing email list organizing businesses. So that'd be the next thing. So I would, but consider doing a website eventually at some point, whatever that is, whether you're selling things on that website or just as far as a contact for information that way, so that they can find you some other way than just the one marketing tool, because these are all marketing tools. So next, what I would do after that is I'm going to assume that you know what you want to do. You're just concerned about the low budget. And websites, if it's a website, you can do a website yourself, and it could cost you like $300 just for the software. I'm not quite sure what you call it nowadays, but the software, and it could be something of that sort, and do it yourself. If you don't have the technical skills for that, then you're going to have to pay someone to do that or build that website. But I'm going to tell you, it's made so simple now. Websites are not a complicated thing. You have WordPress websites, and if you want more detail on any of this, shoot me an email or contact me through my website, davestelma.com, or shoot me an email at dave@davestelma.com. And I can give you more information that way, or we can set up a half hour or something that way. But you want to get an email list because you want a different way of marketing, because Facebook is going to be one avenue. Facebook could all of a sudden go away or change their way of, if you talk to anybody that does advertising on Facebook or YouTube or any of those, they change the algorithms, they change different things, and all of a sudden you can't get the same response that you did 6 months ago, 3 months ago. And they do that to eliminate some of the bad stuff that's out there too, because bear in mind, we're all good people that are only good people watch me. Only good people. I attract good people. But there's some people out there that are trying to do bad things too. And so Facebook has to constantly change different things to keep them on their toes too, because they're going to just go away for a while, and then they kind of come back. They're going to scoot back because all bad things come back, right? Eventually. So so those are basically on a low budget. You can do that. You can start with Facebook, and Facebook is free. So you can start contacting those people, get that product out there. And then as far as buying, if you're selling something that it entails that buying things inventory wise, then you're going to have to look that's more of a one-on-one conversation, I guess we would have to have. But as far as marketing goes, you can use Facebook. You can start doing videos on YouTube. You can use Periscope. You can use Instagram, and all those are free. It's just a matter of taking the time and the sweat equity. So it's not going to cost you any cha-ching-ching except for production-wise. If you're going to do a video or something of that sort, then you just have to. And I can certainly walk you through that. You can put something together. I would say my total investment on this studio minus the laptop is less than $500, probably $300. So doing that, and it's fairly good quality. It's fairly good quality that's out there, and depends upon what you're striving to do. But that anything beyond that, we would probably have to have a one-on-one conversation about. And you can certainly do that. You can email me. Once again, I probably said it numerous times, right? So once again, Dave@davestelma.com will get you directly to me. Otherwise, you can go through support@davestelma.com. But make sure you tell your friends, tell your family, call them up right now and say, hey, you got to go on Facebook and find Dave Stelma and like his page because he's so awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel. So make sure you do that because we got to get those subscribers up there so I don't get kicked off YouTube for some reason. I don't want to do that. I want to keep those videos on there. So do those things. Hopefully that helps someone out there. Brandy, good question. And I think my time is just about up. So I don't see any other questions or comments coming through. So I'm going to tell you. So this picture that's up there, here we'll do this way. There we go. There, I can maneuver that. I put that up there because when you meditate, you're doing less, but I'm going to tell you, it opens up way more. So if there's one thing beyond all the other stuff I gave you to do in the second segment, if there's one thing you could do this week, and if you don't want to make that list, you don't want to do anything, take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, up to 20 minutes a day and just sit and meditate. And at first, if you never meditated before, you're probably going to be like, you're thinking about the grocery list, you're thinking about this. And then pretty soon, as you sit there and you just sit there and you just breathe, you just In through your nose, out through your mouth. And you just breathe. And I'll guarantee you, all of a sudden, ideas, things, fun. You're going to smile. You're going to end up doing some great stuff. But ideas are going to come to you, and you're going to all of a sudden have way more by doing way less. Till next week, this is Dave Stelma. Enjoy life. Enjoy everything that it offers you, and we'll see you next week. If you like this video, like my Facebook page or subscribe to my YouTube channel, or find everything at davestelma.com.